All right, y'all. So y'all been digging these horror stories, and I got so many to share. So this one gonna be a doozy. Y'all's kids is nasty. Okay, you don't know it, but I'm here to tell you, y'all kids is nasty. So when I became a substitute teacher, the last thing that was on my mind was worrying about the kids hitting on me. Right now, I was a lot younger, and I looked a lot younger, and I hadn't exactly reached the point where I looked like an adult. I still looked like the kids, and I was subbing at high school. So, all my friends would be like, oh my God, them little boys, they gonna eat you up, girl. Them little boys gonna try to hit on you, boo, 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 boo. I'm like, I ain't worried about these little sticky ass boys. I'm a grown woman, okay? I am nowhere near looking at these kids or caring about these kids, okay? But honestly, in the back of my mind, I knew it was gonna probably happen. There might be a boy or two that just don't understand exactly what sexual harassment is, and I'm gonna have to teach. It just is what it is. What happens when you have a cute teacher, whatever. So, yeah, nothing could have prepared me for the opposite to happen, okay? This is a new day, a new age. I should have known. So I went to this high school. Everything was cool. Went to the office, signed in, all that, yada, yada. I had on this, and I remember, because this day blew the fuck out of me. I had on this, business casual attire. I had on a button-down shirt, a blazer, and I had on a nice pair of slacks. Now, y'all can't see it, but I'm pretty thick under this desk. And I've always been thick, so the slacks were probably a little too tight. But I always used to wear heels back in the day, okay? Business attire was my thing. So, walked into the school. I hear a couple kids say, who is that? Who is that? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Walk past me, just give me little looks. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to ignore these motherfuckers, all right? I get to my classroom. I put my name on a board, all that jazz. And I sit and wait for the kids. Well, nobody told me that the first hour that the kids have homeroom, and I wasn't in a homeroom situation. So I pretty much had the first hour to just kind of kick it. I went to the bathroom, which was like the student bathroom. I don't know why they didn't have staff bathrooms. I went to the bathroom, and one of the girls came and looked at me. She was washing her hands. She stopped what she was doing. She looked me up and down. I'm like, oh, nah, what's this little attitude? I'm just looking at her like, what you looking at? And I asked her, I was like, hello, my name is Miss da-da-da. How are you? And she was just like, you a teacher? I was like, yeah. Like, oh, I thought you was a new girl or something. I'm like, nah. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. So apparently my uniform that I wore was close to their uniform. They had school uniforms. They had blazers, little crests on it, all that type of jazz. I didn't know that at the time. So when I walked in, I guess I looked even more like a student. So she was like, snap, you kind of cute to be a teacher. I was like, excuse me? She was like, yeah. I mean, if she had a beard and the height on her, she probably would have hit one of these. You know how guys hit the little stupid ass, rub your beard, do the little light skin eye thing at you. I was like, ma'am, I didn't know how to feel, because I knew it's in the back of my mind. I'm like, is this little girl trying to hit on me? So I just hurried up, washed my hands, was like, you have a good day, and I walked befuddled back to my classroom, because what the fuck? So the kids finally come in, and the same little girl, she was like a 10th grader, the same little girl came in with the class. I'm like, oh shit, her again? I don't know if I feel comfortable with this. So, the class is going. I introduce myself. I give everybody the work that they supposed to do. And as usual, some of the kids come in. They ask me some questions. They just talk to me. I just talk, whatever. And I feel somebody behind me. I'm standing up at the board. I'm talking to somebody. And I feel somebody behind me. So I'm thinking it's just one of the kids about to ask me a question. And I turn around. She's standing right there, just looking down at me. I'm like, damn, they didn't cut off my power. Ah, shit. Part 2 later.